With vistas like this, it's easy to understand why more and more West Australians are travelling around WA and rediscovering everything this great state has to offer. This includes our fantastic Wheatbelt. So I thought I'd join the trend and go on the search for some homegrown goodness. The Wheatbelt is huge, and today's journey takes us to Cookeran, about 3 hours southeast of Perth. As a kid growing up in the country, one of my favourite things was jumping in the tractor with Dad and heading to the dam to catch a feed of yabbies. But it's not Dad today, it's farmer Mary Nenke, who has commercialised my childhood memories.
Cambinata yabbies started in 1991. When we started, we grew like topsy. You know, from 1991 to 1993, we went from supplying our own yabbies to buying friends and neighbours' yabbies.
Tell me about the process here. It's not just yabbies in a dam.
No, it's not, Stu. Most important thing is having supply, and we buy from over 1,200 farmers. We educate them in how to get the best production, how to look after their yabbies, and then they come to us and we purge them so they taste sweet and not muddy, and then they're individually weighed and sorted, and some of them even end up being processed.
Now, I couldn't leave Cambinata yabbies today without grabbing a couple of these little guys, and I'm going to cook for you a Louisiana boil up. We've got a pot of boiling water on, and we just need to add some aromats. So I've got some carrots, celery, green onion, and bay leaves. This is just going to add a little bit of depth to the stock that the yabbies are going to cook in. We're going to add some Cajun spice. Now, potatoes are going to go in. They're going to take about 10 minutes till they get just a little bit tender. Now, what I love about cooking with gas is that it's cheap, it's 100% controllable, and it's instant heat. I mean, I'm cooking in the middle of a paddock. Can't do that with anything else, can you? It's now time to add our butter and our corn. So our corn's been in for about 6 minutes, so it's time to add our pippies. Straight in like that. This is where we start to get into the real tasty stuff. In with the yabbies. Now those yabbies have been in the freezer for a little bit, so they aren't still alive. Give them a stir. These are going to be in there for about 1 minute only. Whilst we're waiting, we're going to take our butter, and it's just smoked paprika, Cajun spice, allspice, cayenne pepper, and some parsley. So now let's get all of this fantastic stuff into this butter. Now we're going to give this a really good stir around. All of that delicious flavour from that butter is just going to get absorbed. We're going to let this sit for about 5 minutes, and then we're going to eat. How great is it that there is so much amazing produce right on our doorsteps? Whether you're from the Perth CBD or regional WA, there has never been a better chance to get behind your local WA businesses. But don't take my word for it. Get on out there and get yourself some homegrown goodness. There's a ton of it. Let's get stuck in. Oh!